Dark greetings, everyone. We're here today to play Resident Evil and tell you all of Mikey's deep dark secrets.
What?
Yeah, all of the secrets.
I didn't agree to this.
Especially that one about the butter. I am your fearless goat leader, Kaylee, and this is Gamer Goat, introducing Gamer Goat.
Hello, I'm Gamer Goat. That's me. That's my name. Hi.
That is his given name.
It's on my birth certificate. I'll show you. I'll show you my birth certificate.
Yeah, he's got little hooves and everything. Little hoofy hoofs.
Right. Let's see then. I don't think we need to change any options.
No.
Have you played this one before? Like, or seen this, or have you just played the... Did you even play the original one? Because I know you played...
I think I played I played the original one. Oh, do you know, I used to go over my cousin's every Saturday, and I either played the first one or I watched her play the first one so much that I think I played it.
Oh, yeah.
Very possible. But this is a childhood classic.
It is. I'm going to explain some shit here. So the original is... I don't know. What do you want? So if we go widescreen, it'll look okay, but the camera will keep pitching up and down because the original look was like in a box.
Well, let's go original.
Or we could just go original, but it'll have black bars on the side. Should we do that?
That's right, original.
Yeah?
Original's fine, yeah.
Cool. If you don't like the black bars...
Who cares?
Shut up. I'm going to put alternate controls because that's only on the analog stick, and I might use those occasionally, but I'm going to use the D-pad most of the way, which is the old controls.
Because you're a D-bag.
Do you like this... Do you like
How
this?
do you like your games in the morning?
Do you know what this screen is? Guess what this is?
I don't know.
It's a difficulty select.
Oh, let's let's go on the hardest one then. I guess we're climbing a mountain because we are goats. That's the thing we
are
do.
mountain goats.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, big choice here.
Jill.
Jill.
She's my favourite. I do prefer her outfit in this to Res 3, I must say. Although she...
What's wrong with her outfit in Res 3?
I just don't think a boob tube is the most practical choice. Because if you're running away from zombies, your boobs will bounce out.
Do you know what's even worse? Is that Resident Evil 3 takes place at, like, the end of September.
Oh, so cold.
Cold as shit.
So cold. Yeah, so I remember the live action sequence for this. With those amazing actors. I don't know. Sure, I always assume that everyone has played this, the original, and everyone knows what I'm talking about. But I did a quiz the other day about games, and as it turns out, I'm in a minority. Apparently, everyone in the world doesn't love horror games.
Where did you do this quiz?
It was on the internets. It was like some crap like BuzzFeed quiz or something like that.
So what was it? A question that they didn't...
I can't remember. It was just pick a game from this year and then it'd give you a selection and then show you what the most popular picks were, and all of my favourites were always the last one.
Oh.
So...
Yeah, I guess we're still living in the late 90s, whereas... loads of other franchises have overtaken.
I think that I've officially become old because I'm already at that phase in life where I refuse to look at the new things. I'm like, well, in my day we had Silent Hill and it took you forever to open a piano, and if you wanted to figure out, you know, if you got stuck on something, you couldn't look it up. You had to go to school and ask your friends, the few that were also playing the same game as you, how to do the thing.
Yeah.
I remember you writing me a guide for Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh, they were fun to write.
Yeah, Tasha, shout out. Hello, Tasha.
Hi, Tash.
Tasha wrote me an ultimate Final Fantasy VII guide is what she called it, and she listed every location for all of the materia and everything. Very helpful to get all of the ultimate weapons and limit breaks and everything. It was fun.
Do you remember Joseph?
Oh, well, there lies our sweet Joseph, chewed to a sizzle.
Chewed to a sizzle.
Those looks like some nice dogs.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hang on, wait. One of my favourite lines ever in a video game is coming up, ready? Oh, wait, hang on. My timing is poor. I did this way too soon.
I'm enjoying the tension, don't worry.
The tension's great.
Hey, Brad! Where the hell's he going?
Was that the line?
Nope.
I was gonna say.
No. This one. Ready?
No, make
Ready?
Chris, this way.
Chris this way!
It's the way you say Chris this way.
Chris this way! It's like, I saw someone on like a comment field under like, if someone uploaded the intro to this game, and someone just quoted him, wrote Chris this way, but didn't put any spaces in it. It's like, that's exactly how he said it. No spaces. Just Chris this way!
It's almost like they spliced two separate audio takes together. Just didn't want to put a space there.
This immersion breaking PS4 loading bar.
So, Mike is 7 years younger than me, but grew up like on the games that I liked initially, because I showed him all my favorites. So we're kind of the PlayStation 1 generation.
God, that looks gorgeous.
Yeah, yes, that's an improvement on what I saw initially back in the day. We're pretty attached still to our PS1 games.
Jill, no.
I don't think I've loved any single game more than I loved all my top 5 PlayStation 1 games.
Chris?
You know?
Which way?
No.
Right, I guess I'm going to go Res 2. This isn't in order. This is what comes to mind. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9.
No love for 8.
I do like 8, but I don't know if I'd put that in my top 5. Silent Hill 2.
That's PS2 game.
Was it PS2?
That was PS2.
Oh, I'm going to say Silent Hill 1 then.
Yeah, we freed up a slot.
What was I? Oh, wait, was Tekken 3 PS1 or
That was PS1.
It was oh my gosh, Tekken 3
was the shit.
That was what I used to spend my when me and Tash used to have a girly night in. We'd play Tekken 3, some board games, and then probably she'd play a Final Fantasy and I'd watch or something. And then we'd be in the kitchen at 3 in the morning eating Pop-Tarts, and then we'd go watch the Sci-Fi Channel, and that's where I found George Romero. So, and that is the story of my childhood.
the entire childhood, start to finish, was the Pop-Tarts after the...
I've recently...
I didn't even know we had Pop-Tarts in the UK.
Oh, yeah. They're expensive.
I've never seen them myself.
They're overpriced.
I keep going for my teeter in a cutscene and I'm not controlling it. Right, sorry, I'll actually play the video game. Here we are with Jill.
This is how long it takes to open the door. Even though she is the master of unlocking.
Well, she hasn't got a lockpick yet.
Yeah, but she will. We all know that she's the master of unlocking.
They dumbed down the line a little bit. In this version. Which I know they're trying to go for a more serious tone. QED. But
some scary zombie.
That is a scary zombie.
So, what... Do you know...
I'd let Barry take care of this shit.
People who are, like, 18 now were born after the year 2000, and I'm finding it very hard to accept.
There was one that really did critical damage to me. Like, it physically wounded me. That someone shared a meme that was what you think Final Fantasy was 20 years ago, and it's a screen grab of like Final Fantasy 3 or something. It's just one of the old NES titles, 2D, and then it says what Final Fantasy actually was 20 years ago, and it's a screenshot of Final Fantasy 10.
No.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't 20 years.
More. 22 years now.
Well, do you know what I say to that? Ha ha ha.
But it's like a ha with like tears instead of
Yeah. Wow. So a lot of people who are gaming now, whose like first console was the PS4, just have no idea how exciting cutscenes were to us in this time period.
I mean, for you more so than me, because when I started gaming it was the PS1 era, and so I was...
Oh, Parasite Eve 2. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta go in my
that's
top
gotta
5.
go on there.
Yeah, I remember, games would have alternate endings, and the alternate ending was like you'd be treated to an extra long FMV scene.
Yeah.
And that was your prize. So gaming has come such a long way that now the regular gameplay on some stuff almost looks like a film.
Yeah. So I just had to do a loop upstairs to prove that I'd looked for Wesker. I just ran upstairs and I was like, yeah, I looked everywhere for
Really
Wesker. He's not there.
Really concerned about Wesker's whereabouts. So, what... You didn't watch the Netflix series, did you?
I didn't bother. I watched Welcome to Raccoon City, and that made me mad enough. And that actually tried, in some respects, to be faithful by having like the right costumes, and the RPD looked alright, the main hall and stuff. But it was just the writing and the characters. Leon being an absolute useless idiot that didn't even know how to use a shotgun. I was like, okay.
I may need it.
I cannot believe how many attempts have been made at adapting Resident Evil for film or television and how epically they fail. And I was going to say, now I'm not some sort of snob, but
we're gonna go full snob on that.
So if you like the Resident Evil films and the series and everything, obviously no shade or anything.
Well, they're fine on their own merit, but as an adaptation,
I don't know. They're fine on their own merit. I'm just thinking
if you like
about
cheap, lame action.
Well, I was just thinking in particular about whichever Resident Evil film it is with the fight with Wesker and Claire and Leon.
I'm thinking purely of just like the first one, really.
I'll stick up for the first one.
Yeah, because it was a poor adaptation, but it was at least fun for like a 2000s film. But like,
also, I did think that I would have preferred that they just stuck with storylines from the actual games, but
look at that shot.
Very arty. Look at the shadows there.
The shadows, the angle. Oh, I love it. This is great. And actually, this isn't... Wait a minute. Why can't I aim? What's going on? Hang on a second. Something's wrong here. I'm going to change.
Something's amiss. So...
Is this...
While you're changing your controls there, I'm just going to say this.
Yeah.
I would have preferred a storyline that came from the game, more specifically. But, if they're going to introduce a new character in and whatever, I sort of appreciate the attempt. I did think that there were enough references and things in the first film to keep the game fans happy. But then I was a teenager when it came out, so of course my bar was a bit lower then for what I liked in films. In hindsight, and after watching them all again last year, I will admit that the scene where Alice runs up the wall and kicks the dog's face in
it's so dumb.
is maybe not the best.
Okay, I think that's as close to the original. Yeah, that's the original controls. Okay, I was worried for a second then that they just didn't exist, and I was like, hang on, I played this version.
Mike,
can
you tell me this?
Yeah.
And riddle me this.
Right.
You know the herbs?
Yeah.
What are they?
Yeah, we know what they are.
What are they?
We know what they are.
You can mix them.
It's coriander.
You roll them in some sort
It's
of
coriander.
paper.
Or cilantro for our American audience.
How do you ingest the herbs, and why do they make you feel better? Why are they such good pain relief?
Listen. Bye.